Good morning, everyone. I just got Sebastian off to school. It's raining again. I think it's supposed to rain in the morning and in the afternoon, so we need to figure out getting Jax to school. I totally forgot to put a sticker in Sebastian's lunch because he's having a Lunchable. And I even had to put it together a little bit, but hopefully he doesn't get upset with me. I just started toasting breads for Jax's lunch. He doesn't know what he wants for breakfast yet. He's running a little slow. I woke him up when I get back to the house because I don't know if his alarm went off and he slept through it or he forgot it, but yeah. My period started last night, 22 days ago. Right after I signed up for that volunteer thing tomorrow, I was like, I'm kind of in the danger zone for my period and I don't know how to handle that at the school. So yeah, I might be just bracing myself for like 3 or 4 hours away from a bathroom on the worst day. So I'm definitely skipping my medicine tonight, but I didn't last night because sometimes things can stretch on when it's about to start and it doesn't, and I can't skip that many days. But anyway, I'm stressed because of just the unknown of not knowing the process for dropping off and picking up very well yet. And Jack's not really being able to communicate with me because his watch never seems to connect after school for the first 15 minutes. So I'm gonna have to assume that I'm picking him up unless he tells me on his way to school that his friend's parents will. But I doubt that his dad would drive. That his friend's dad would drive him 2 days in a row. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know because I don't know. We're getting a walk today. Okay, come on. Go to Daddy. Hey. Hey.
Come on, baby.
Let's go. Go to Daddy.
We'll be back soon, okay?
Go to Daddy. I am back. I just dropped off the kids plural, because it was raining enough that Jax really wanted me to drive him. And at first he messaged his friends and asked what they were doing, and they're like, we're gonna walk. So he offered them a ride and they're like, no, we're still gonna walk. I'm like, really? And then it just started just pouring and he gets the message, we changed our mind, we're gonna come with you. So yeah, I went and picked them up and I did what their dad did and just went there 30 minutes before the doors are even unlocked. And so we would get there at a little after 8. And I guess we got there with 20 minutes till 8:30 when the doors are unlocked and school doesn't start until 8:50. It's almost 8:30, so they're probably unlocking the doors now. They do have a little awning. So they waited in the car until there was about 10 minutes till they unlocked the doors. And then they decided to go in. But I guess the car line hasn't even really filled up at that point, and there's parking spots along the car line. I saw a teacher parking there, so good thing I left before those all filled up. But yeah, I just parked there and waited with them and we chatted and I had my music going. And then once they left, I was able to escape. Luckily there was no car line built up behind me, though it was starting to pick up. So I could see how that could be an issue because you have to back up into the car line. I don't know. But I'm gonna get at least Jax in the afternoon because it's still saying, sorry, I'm about to plug you in. It's still saying that it's gonna rain and it's so hard to coordinate with them. They can't use cell phones or anything during school, and you need to already be there before school is out to do the pickup. So just planning on it, and I don't know if I'll have them too, but yeah. I am going to take care of emails, probably work on my illustration a little bit. I need to start some laundry. Maybe I'll do that first, and then I'll probably get hungry because I've only had a third of a banana so far today. That's my day so far. Hello everyone. I am walking the pigs. It is around noon, I believe. So we have a break in the rain for a few hours. I think I'm supposed to start right around school's getting out. I think after Sebastian's getting home, but these things keep changing, so who knows. He wasn't supposed to have rain on his pickup, and it started pouring right then. But I've been doing a little illustration and a little bit of just feeling like my brain is melted. I don't know what it is really. I think it's a combination of hormonal period brain deadness, and I have a couple anxiety triggers on my radar. I'm picking up at least my kid leave it from school today, that insane car line, and tomorrow I guess I'm helping out at the elementary school. I haven't heard anything. Danny's messaging me nonstop about cars because he wants to change my car, which also causes me anxiety. I would just not change it until I absolutely had to because I hate driving. That's my biggest anxiety trigger. And new cars, yeah, I don't like them. I like them once I'm used to them, but I don't like them when they're staring me in the face. But I'm almost to the end of this alley, and then there'll be street signs, so I'm gonna continue walking. Baby.
Hey, kitty.
Max, open. Okay, it is 7:50. Sebastian's in the shower because I need to wash his hair. He has school picture day tomorrow. He has a button-down shirt he chose to wear out of the choices I gave him, and it needs to be washed because it is like linen and very wrinkly and from the thrift store, so we washed it. So I need to do that after he's asleep. I have to remember that that's gonna add 15 minutes onto my bedtime. So that's down on the ironing board. He just tried on his outfit. He was very upset that he couldn't wear his sweatpants because he's on the sweatpants kick. But I had him choose jeans, and he wanted these gray ones that used to be Jackson's. They're very cute, but the shirt is a blue-gray, so it's a lot of gray, but it's all good. We just weren't sure if his bottom half was going to be in the pictures, if they'll do that like whole class picture. I guess I might find out tomorrow firsthand, since I will be going to the school at like 11:30. Obviously can't be filming stuff with inside the school, but you know, all I know is I replied back to the principal's email like, do I just show up? Is there anything special I need to know? And also asking a little bit about if I should wait around and bring Sebastian home as a walker or let him ride the bus. Ultimately, she didn't answer that question, and it didn't matter because Sebastian wants to take the bus. And I think I should have enough time to walk back and meet him. It's just like a 10-minute walk. And I think his bus gets back 24 minutes after I'm finished there. So it should be okay. If not, Danny's home. But yeah, that's our night. I'm gonna go in there and shampoo him soon. I was just gonna try and figure out what I'm gonna wear because it's like period is bad today. So we need to budget in the period undies and the bulk that involves, and just comfort levels. Yeah, just stuff. So I'm figuring that out because I lay all my clothes out the night before because it is very, very, very dark when I get dressed. And Danny's trying to sleep, but she can't. But he doesn't want me just like turning on the room light at 5:50 to find clothing. So what's in the bathroom is what I'm wearing. So that's all for tonight. But today, I think I told you that I had dropped Jackson and his friends off. Again, I was illustrating a lot today. I finally figured out a style that I'm enjoying, and I think I got it down. I want to finish these fall items this week so that either over the weekend or on Monday, I export them and make them into their single files and figure out thumbnails and stuff. I do have one little clip art on my site, but it's not really the style that I wanted to do. I just wanted something fast. So yeah, that's probably going to bleed into the first part of next week, but then I think I'll get a system down and I'll go faster. It was a lot of drop-offs and pickups because I took Jax both ways. It was looking like rain was going to happen for his walk home, and there's just no way to know, and I can't make a last-minute decision and tell him because there's no devices until after school ends, and you have to be in the car line before school ends. So I just have to commit in the morning. So since it looked like rain, I was like, I will be here rain or shine. I know you probably won't be able to get my message. It turned out he connected quite quickly, like as soon as he stepped out of the school, but he had turned on Do Not Disturb because he was worried messages would get him in trouble. But then he realized that was stupid. He didn't need to do that because you can't get the messages when he's in school mode, and I have that locked down until the moment the bell rings to close school. So yeah, after the bell rang, I kept getting this do not disturb message from him. I'm like, trying to message him to tell him, look for my car, I'm here now, no reflex. But his friend actually hung back and seemed to be helping him get to where he needed to be to find me, but his friend wanted to walk. He likes to walk if it's not pouring. And it was sprinkling off and on while we were in Carline. But yeah, Sebastian wanted to come to Carline and then complained that it took a while, but it really didn't take as long because I got there at the same time as the last time, so like 10 minutes before the bell, maybe like 13 or 14 minutes before the bell. But instead of being 30 cars back on the road waiting to turn into the school, I was in the school, in the car line, probably 20 cars in front of me, and I was one of the last ones. Maybe 3 cars fed behind me before they were stuck out on the street. So that worked out. I just put my car in park because I was in a parking lot, not on a huge road where an ambulance might come zooming by and I need to move. And we waited probably 5 or 10 minutes past when the bell rang. I made it to the front of the line. Like, you don't move for 5 minutes because kids are going to their lockers, getting their backpacks. They're not allowed to have their backpacks during class, so it does take a few minutes. But yeah, it worked out. And then I came home and got the update on Jax's day from him. Then I did a little bit more illustrating while Jax played Tamagotchi life beside me. We've been enjoying hanging out with that. I just miss him. And Sebastian's friends came to the door. They actually came to the door when we were in Carline. I got an alert that the phone was ringing or the doorbell was ringing, and I quickly looked and I saw it was them. But then I turned it off since Sebastian didn't throw a fit in the car. I told him later. But we get home and the lid is off our delivery snack box, and there's one thing in it, and it had been full. So I watched the video back, and his friends had come trying to see if he could play. And then they saw the snacks, and they both took one and ripped it open and started eating them. And then they decided he wasn't home, and then they took all the snacks, like armfuls of snacks, and left. They came back later while I was illustrating, and Sebastian went to the door and had words with them. It was kind of cute. If I can put like a little audio clip or something in, I'll put it in here.
I'm not happy. No, do not do it.
Why?
We always assume you doing this. I'm not happy about you who find these are for delivery workers. You didn't read the sign.
But anyway, kids are resilient. They tried to claim innocence because after I discovered it, I put up an additional sign, but the box does say delivery snacks, and one of them, I feel like, could have sounded out that word or asked. I don't know. They didn't need to be that greedy though. Either way, even if it was free snacks for people, just take one. But yeah, that was a thing. But he talked to them. One of them is in his class and is super sweet, and I like him on his own, but it's just the combinations. The one, there's a lot. His personality is a bit of a bossy when combined with Sebastian, who can be a pushover. Is that the word for somebody who lets others boss them around? Because that's what it is. He brings anything out there and instantly they take it from him. And today he brought his umbrella out and came back 2 minutes later and they had broken it. So luckily it's plastic, so I was able to tape it back together. Hopefully packing tape holds in the rain. But yeah, I was not pleased. But anyway, he played outside. I watched him on the camera. And then Danny went to pick up Payway because he promised the boys Payway this week. We ate that, and then no bath for me because it's Shark Week. And yeah, I'm gonna wait till later in Shark Week, sadly. So I did a little knitting, but I'm just the world's slowest scarf knitter. They're like, we can give you charity, like volunteer hours for each hat and scarf you donate, 3 hours each. I'm like, it's gonna take me more than 3 hours to knit this. Good thing I don't need volunteer hours. Anyway, that was kind of boring and I talked for 10 minutes. So I really need to go shampoo his hair now. So bye, stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.